Whether a Middle Eastern bank can be held liable for terror attacks that killed and injured Americans. Chief Correspondent Jonathan Hunt is live outside U.S. District Court in Brooklyn, New York, with more. Jonathan.
Heather, this trial stems from a series of attacks carried out by Hamas inside Israel between 2001 and 2004. Attacks that injured and killed some Americans. Now, the families of the victims want a Jordanian-based bank called Arab Bank PLC held responsible for funneling cash, they say, to the Hamas terror group and to the families of terrorists who died in carrying out those suicide attacks. A lawyer for the families told us on the way into court today that this is not just about money, it's about a search for justice. Listen here.
It's about doing something proactive in the war on terror to try to get other financial institutions who currently do business with the terrorists in the Middle East to be deterred and to stop doing that.
Now, the Arab Bank, based, as I said, in Jordan, says none of the people with whom it was doing business was at the time on any terror watch list. And in a statement to us, they said, quote, Arab Bank provided routine banking services in compliance with applicable counterterrorism laws and regulations and had no intention of providing support to Hamas or any other known terrorist organization. Now, experts tell us that this trial has major implications for the international banking community as a whole and for the wider fight against terrorism. Listen here.
There is a problem in the banking system across the Middle East where banks can pretend to play dumb, where banks can pretend that they don't know where the funds are going, despite the fact that there is a campaign on to ensure that funds are delivered to certain causes. This is the sort of thing that does need to be clamped down on.
So this has implications, Heather, for the international banking community, very important ones, because obviously that community has to do legitimate business in conflict zones as well. It has implications, of course, for the victims' families, and it has implications for diplomatic relations between Jordan and the U.S., Jordan being the Middle Eastern country where this particular bank is based, Jordan also being a country that has been repeatedly praised by the U.S. as being an ally in the fight against terrorism. So a very important trial unfolding here. Opening arguments just wrapped up. The full trial expected to take 2 or 3 weeks, Heather.
All right, Jonathan, thank you for the update.